Let's have them do something humiliating to themselves.
Wow. I don't know if
Leave it to me.
Nothing humiliating but fun. I want you guys to think about now going to your favorite movie theater. And on the count of 3, your eyes will remain closed, but on the count of 3, it's going to be the funniest movie you've ever seen in your entire lives. Count of 3, laughing out loud. The more you laugh, the harder you laugh, the better you feel. 1, 2, and 3, laughing out loud. Funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. That movie just got 1,000 times funny. 2,000 times funny.
So if you heard the one about the...
This movie's so funny you have to pee your pants, but you can't get out of here.
Oh, what? Kevin, seriously.
Sleep! Relax your body's drop way down.
Why can't they fight it off? Because, see, I feel like I'm fighting it off, but they can't. What have you done?
Because they have allowed themselves to go into this state of mind where they trust me and allow themselves to be guided to the places where they need to go.
What else can we do?
Okay.
How can we
count of 3, folks? You're doing fantastic in every way. However, on the count of 3, all of you, every single one of you on the count of 3 are now back in the 3rd grade. You're back in math class. Want to have some fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's not me.
Well, it is going to be you. You're going to be the teacher of the class.
Okay.
So every time you turn your back, things are going to happen. But turn your back around real quickly.
Okay.
And try to not catch them making faces.
All right, we're going to get into some algebra
Yeah.
problems here now today.
Yeah,
all right.
Hey, hold on, Mike. Hold on. I got to get him ready.
Oh, okay.
Count of 3, folks. You're back in 3rd grade, back in math class. Mike is now the teacher of the class. You don't like Mike, you don't like math. Every time he turns his back, you're going to make goofy, silly faces. The more faces you make, the better you're going to feel. If he turns around and catches you making these faces, he's going to send you home, give you homework for the rest of your life. You don't like that. I'm going to count to 3. Mike, you're going to be the teacher of the class. Start writing some problems on the board. Look at me now. Have some fun, folks. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open.
Jonathan and Carrie, especially for you, you're not doing division very well anymore, Jonathan. Yeah. Okay, now this is it. So it's 16. 16 divided by 4 is what, Jonathan? Jonathan, what is that? 16 divided by 4 is... Carrie, please take your seat. This is why you're screwing up in the math. You're playing around too much. Okay, that's weird.
It is.
All right.
And sleep. Relax your bodies. Drop all the way down.
Let's do something else. Can we have any sort of interaction with the audience?
Absolutely. Count of 3. Count of 3, folks. All of you, every single one of you, came here today because you are professional, world-famous elbow inspectors.
What?
I'm gonna go easy on you on this one.
Okay.
The elbow inspecting job is in the audience. You need to go out there and inspect their elbows, and you need to tell us here who has the dirtiest elbows. You'll raise your hand, yell from the audience, say, this person here has the dirtiest elbows. I'm going to count to 3, run into the audience, look for the dirtiest elbows. The one who finds the dirtiest elbows is the winner. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, inspectors, go. Find the elbows. Who's got the dirtiest elbows? Go now.
Go get those elbows, ladies and gentlemen.
Jonathan, he's serious.
Kevin, will they remember any of this?
Some will, some won't. It depends on if you're right brain or left brain dominant.
Do you have
ones over here. Jonathan says he found dirty elbows.
Is that the dirtiest ones?
dirty
I don't know. Listen.
Make him stand up and explain to us why, Jonathan, they have the dirtiest elbows.
It's very rough. It's very rough.
She needs some lotion on.
It's rough on the edges, and it's dirty. It's ugh.
clean.
Okay.
Poor man here. Oh, my goodness.
I found them.
What makes him the dirtiest elbows?
He does.
What's wrong with them?
Like, he doesn't bathe. Oh, my God. Dirty over here. It's obvious. All right, I think we got the point on this one. We don't want to humiliate any more of our audience members. Come on back. Or you tell them to come on back?
Yeah. Come on back. Take your seats. Come on back.
What do they think they're doing now? Are they in
They're completely in what we call the zone. It's kind of like athletes. They get what they call being in the zone. So they're completely, totally focused on the suggestions that I'm giving them and allowing their mind to accept the suggestions of what is happening.
One of our guru producers, Woody Fraser, said that he saw a hypnotist put a person on between 2 chairs and make them stiff. Can you do that?
Absolutely.
Right now?
You want to do it now?
Can we do it? Yeah.
Chairs? Hey, Ben, can you get a couple of chairs?
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Jenny, if you would stand up for me. Yeah. Max, you can stay right there for me? Yeah. Okay, good. Excellent. Mike, you can help me out with this.
Okay, sure.
At some point, I have to lift her up. Jenny, I want you to close your eyes. You will not fall down. Eyes closed. Relax. Sleep way down. Good. In a moment, Jenny, your body's going to become stiff and rigid as a steel bar. Every bone, fiber, cell in your body completely and totally stiff and rigid as if you were a steel bar. I'm going to count to 3. Your body will automatically go into that rigid position as if it was a steel bar. Eyes will remain closed. 1, 2, and 3. Head up, stiff and rigid. Hands clenched down by your side. Bring them down in. Good. In a moment, Jenny, eyes closed. Good. Body stiff and rigid as a steel bar, completely and totally. Every muscle, bone, fiber, cell in your body, completely and totally rigid, stiff as a steel bar. In a moment, Jenny, I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to turn you to the side. 1, 2, 3. Turn around. Good. Now, stiff and rigid. Everything's stiff and rigid. Everything. Completely and totally stiff and rigid as a steel bar. In a moment, I'm going to put you between these 2 chairs. Your eyes will remain closed. Your body will remain stiff and rigid as a steel bar. Now, Mike, if you would, come on over here. What's going to happen is I'm going to bring her back into me. Okay. If you would, lift her legs up as she comes in. We're going to put her right on top of here, and Max is going to help hold down the chair. Okay? There we go. Jenny, I'm going to count to 3. You'll fall back into my arms. Your body remains stiff and rigid as a steel bar. Stiff and rigid as a steel bar. 1, 2, 3. Lean back. Here we go. Good. Stiff and rigid as a steel bar. Stiff and rigid as a steel bar. Completely and totally rigid. You can let go, Mike. Excellent. There you go, folks. That's the power of the mind right there. Stiff and rigid as a steel bar. Excellent. I'm going to count to 3. We're going to lift her up. You'll remain stiff and rigid, Jenny. Ready, Mike? 1, 2, 3. Off the chair. Good. And stand up for me, Jenny. Good. Eyes open. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open. Good. Give her a nice round of applause, folks.
Oh, freaky. Thank you, Kevin. For more information, by the way, you can go on to mnjshow.com to find out all about hypnotism. And I guess you guys will be put back into your regular worlds in a second. We'll be right back. We're going to check out Mike and see what happens.